Of course, it does owe a great deal to the fact that it's in Madrid. Madrid is not only an attractive destination for anybody to come to. Madrid is the capital of world tourism. UNWTO is headquartered in Madrid not by accident. So, and Madrid is a powerhouse for tourism. I mean, people refer to it when they want to learn more about innovation, experiences, and the traditions, and the way to go forward. Now, first, let me confirm that you're absolutely correct. Tourism is a people's industry. It has one of the most intensive records of intensive employment and job creation, not just directly into the tourism sector, but the indirect jobs that it creates are also incredibly important and impressive. Now, are governments doing enough? Some are and some are not. Some policies are and some policies do not. We definitely need much more awareness, mainstreaming, and raising the realization amongst the political leaders of the importance of travel and tourism. Still, we have pockets of misunderstanding and underestimating and underutilizing the potentials of travel and tourism, and that's precisely why there is UNWTO, why there is WTTC, and that's precisely why we're working together to ensure that governments and political leaders at the highest possible level are quite aware and conscious of the importance of this industry, because the more you give to it, the more you get out of it. It's the oil that never runs out. I think the digital era and the IT technology is sweeping, and it's fast and it's aggressive and it's changing everything. It's changing the rule of the game, it's changing the way we travel, it's changing the way we experience life around us. So there is great need for the industry, any industry, but particularly the travel and tourism industry, to not only adapt, but to be in tune, utilize it, and be with the game, even sometimes ahead of it, rather than be left behind. Are we doing that? Yes, to a great extent. There are many bright examples of businesses and enterprises that have been able to face up to their challenges, but there is still a big number of businesses that are struggling with how to deal with these changes instead of riding over the change, riding over technology, and not seeing it as its opponent. Now, technology has created two things. First and most important, it has changed the relationship between the business and the consumer. It has put the consumer more in control. The consumer today is much more empowered than ever before. The consumer expresses his or her opinion anywhere, and that influences the business. Your customers now could be your whistleblowers to any improper and unethical actions, and they could be your best ambassadors and best promoters. It's up to the business, but once the business realizes this, then that's what happens. The second element that is becoming very clear in the outcome of the impact of technology is the rise of new business models, like, as you said, Airbnb and many others that are providing direct services. Now, in that regard, our position is very, very simple and very clear. We have to embrace change, we have to encourage it, but direct it in the right way. While we recognize the importance and the benefits of these new models that directly go from a certain service provider that is of a different nature from the traditional businesses to the consumer, because this can result in extended benefits, in more market flexibility, in better options on the ground. We should embrace that, but we should do that while we observe also certain principle of fairness, equity, and a level playing field with other traditional businesses that are there. We also need to make sure that quality, safety, security are ensured in all of this. So as long as we manage it right, we should not fight it, we should embrace it. This is the principles that we try to live by.